Good morning, children. So, very happy Pongal, happy Shankranti to you all. You all must have had a good celebration of your festival. So, after the holidays, let's get into the classes, okay? So, I want you all to come out of your festive mood and get into your studies. So, in our EVS, let's go to chapter 10. I and my family. Now that you all are spending more time with your family, so let's know more about our family. So this chapter will tell you what relation you have with the other members of your family. So how you call each one, each member of your family. You know, each relation has got a name. So how do we call them? And how do you help each other in the family so that you'll be cooperative and helpful in the other household work. We will also learn in this lesson how to identify the family and the friends, difference between your family members and the friends near your house, in around your household, or neighborhood, or at school. So let's know the difference. Whose family picture is this? Sunil. The boy's picture is circled. He is Sunil. So this is the family picture of Sunil. So let's read. This is a picture of Sunil's family. All the members in his family are here. Name the members in this picture. So when you say your family, you will have people who are living with you all in your homes. So you who all are living with you all in your homes. Your father, your mother, you might have brothers and sisters. Some people even have grandparents living with you all. Some grandparents live separately and some will live with you all at home. So those who are living separately without the grandparents, that's a neutral family. All those who are living with the family, grandparents and uncles, aunt, they are all called the joint family. So this is a picture of a joint family because Sunil is living with his parents and grandparents. So all are there in the picture. Let's identify them. So this is Sunil and this is Sunil's father. Sunil's father. This is Sunil's mother and this is Sunil's grandfather, grandmother. This could be Sunil's brother, Sunil's sister, and these are elder brother and elder sister. And there's one young girl's photo in the picture, right? That is Sunil's younger sister. So they are all together called siblings. The brothers and sisters together are called siblings. They are the children for the father and mother. Okay, so when it comes to father and mother, they call Sunil will be the son. The Sunil's sister will be the daughter. So sisters will be called the daughters, sons will be called, the brothers will be called the sons. And how are you related to your grandparents? So for your grandparents, your grandsons and granddaughters. Okay. So this is what the family members of Sunil. So he's got father, mother, grandfather, grandmother. He's got his elder brother, elder sister. They are his siblings. And he's got his younger sister also as a sibling. Now let's go to page number 63. Okay. So observe the pictures given below. Put a tick mark in the box provided if you have them in your family. So when you say they are in your family, that means they're all living in your home with you all, right? So if you have a grandfather living with you all in your home, put a tick mark, okay? Put the tick, he might be in your uncle's house, then you don't have to. If your grandfather is living with you all, you can put a tick mark. If your grandmother is with you all in your house, she's living with you all in your house, then put a tick mark. If not, you just leave it blank. If you have your father and mother with you all, put a tick mark. And you might have brother, elder sister, or younger brother, younger sister. Keep putting the tick mark. If you don't have any brothers or sisters with you, you can leave it blank. So let's see, once you put the tick mark, you send me the photo, so I will know whom all you all have. You have your brother, sister, your grandparents with you all or not, right? So let's go to the next page. So apart from these who are in the picture, if you have anybody else, like it says, name the other members of your family apart from the above. So apart from this, if you have your uncles, aunts living with you all, you can write them, you can mention them. Identify and tell the people present in the picture. This is on page 64. So in the first picture we have father, mother, grandfather, grandmother and their two children, a daughter and son. In the next, that will be a joint family. So being with the grandparents and uncles and aunts, it's a joint family. Now when you go to the next picture, this is father, mother and their three children, the son and daughter. So that's a neutral family where only the parents and the children live together. The parents, that's the father and mother, called parents. Grandfather, grandmother, called grandparents. So if the parents and children live together, it's called the neutral family. And then you have a father, mother and the daughter. So only one child. Here they have three children, one child. This is also neutral family. So let's go to another poem. It's a song. Let's read it out. But father, mother, brother and sister, I love you all and I need you too. All together we sit to eat, we sit to talk and play the ball. So father's father is, okay, let's go through the first four lines again. Father, mother, brother, sister, I love you all and I need you too. All together we sit to eat, we sit to talk and play the ball. So what does it say? So imagine you are that person who's singing this or reading it out. Then you would say father, mother. If you have brothers and sisters, you say I love you all. And how often do you all tell your parents I love you? How often do you all tell your siblings, your sisters or brothers that you love them? You know that your expression towards your love, your expression of love towards your parents, your brothers, sisters is really important. Every time you tell them you love them, it shows how much you care for them, how much you love them, and it will be a happy family, right? So let's make a practice that every day when you say good morning, good evening, when you get up in the morning or when you go back home from school, you say good evening to everyone at home and you tell them I love you. When you're leaving to school, say bye mama, I love you, I'll miss you. Come back to school and say good evening mama, good evening dada, I love you and I missed you all. So that will make your parents so very happy. Even when you say I love you, your parents also will say I love you and they'll give you a hug. So that will make your day, right? So you all will also feel happy. And another important thing, a family that eats together lives together. A family that prays together stays together. So prayer and eating together with the family is very, very important, children. If you all are not doing it, please follow and tell your parents also. Let's eat together. Sit in one place. If you don't have a dining table, you sit down, put a mat and all of you will sit together. Your father, mother, grandparents, sisters, brothers, every member in the family sit together and have your meal. There's nothing like that. You will feel happy living together. That's your family time, not just sitting and watching TV. That's not your family time. Now the time is like we all have phone with us. We will sit with our phone or watch TV. That's not going to be a family time. Your family time is one, when you all sit and eat together. Second is when you all pray together. Okay, so all of you all have to do a family prayer with your parents once a day, maybe in the evening. Fix a time before your dinner. So all of you all sit together, do a family prayer, whatever religion you all follow at home, your own ways. So sit with your parents and siblings and do the prayer. Second thing, after that you all are having your meal, your dinner. Now that you are at home all three times, if your parents are at home, whoever's at home while you're eating, eat with your parents. At least one meal in the day, dinner, where all your people at home, family members are at home. Together you all have food and sit and talk to them what happened throughout the day. When daddy is out to work, mama's out to work, and when they're back, you can talk to them and explain them how your day was, how did the day go, what all you did during the day. That's the time when you have your family time. So while you all have your dinner together, you all can share your day's experience. So children, from today onwards, I want you children to have a family meal together with the family. Okay, so that's what this says. All together we sit to eat, and we sit to talk and play the ball. So apart from praying and eating, you sit and have a talk with your parents, and you all can play with them whenever your parents are free, maybe on a weekend or on a holiday. Play with them. You can play with your siblings as well. As not only that, you have to play with your friends and neighbors. Okay, father's mother, a father's father is my grandpa. Mother's father to my grandpa. Father's mother is my grandma. Mother's mother too is my grandma. So what does it say? So your father's father, your father's father is your grandfather or grandpa. Your mother's father is also your grandfather, whom you will call grandpa. Father's mother and mother's mother or your grandmother's grandma. Okay, so what is the relationship between you and your mother's father? You and your mother's father will be your grandfather. How is your father's mother related to you? Your father's mother will be your grandmother. What is the relationship between you and your mother's mother? Your relationship with your mother's mother is that you are her grandson. So you will be her grandson and she is your grandmother. Okay? How is your father's father related to you? Your father's father is related to you as a grandfather. He is your grandfather. Let's go to page number 65. Look at these pictures. Tell who helps you to do these works every day. The first picture says a boy taking bath. So who bathes you all in the morning every day? Morning, evening, who bathes you all? You have to think and tell it out. Discuss with your friends or with your family members. Who helps you all taking bath? Who gives you all bath? Your mother, your father, your grandparents, whoever it could be. Who helps you all comb your hair? And who helps you all get ready to school? This picture says who helps you all to get to sleep. Who gets you all to sleep in the night? When you all go to sleep, mama or dada will come, put you all on the bed, cover the bed sheets on you all and get you all to sleep, right? So that's what you all have to mention, who helps you all. And studies, who helps you all in studies at home? Who sit and may help you all to do your homework. The next picture is the children having the food. Who cooks and serves food for you all. Okay, so you all can mention it below. Now this one, look at the pictures, match the work with the person helping by drawing lines. Now in the picture you will see an old lady combing the hair. So the grandmother is helping to comb the hair, she is making her hair. So you draw the line to the grandmother's picture. There is a picture of the grandmother right below. So draw the line from that picture to this. Now in this picture, the girl is studying and the mother is helping her out. So the mother is helping her to do the homework. So draw the line to the mother's picture. The next picture, the grandfather is bathing or is giving bath to his grandson. So let's join this picture to the grandfather's picture. In this next picture, the mother is washing the clothes. Who's helping her in drying the clothes? The son. The son, not only daughters, even the son can do work at home, right children? So here the mother is washing the clothes, the son is helping her. So draw the line to the son's picture. This is the son's picture, so you can join the picture, this picture to the son. And here the mother is tying the flower, she is making garland. And this picture is, in this picture, the daughter is helping the mother in making the garland. So let's join the picture to the daughter's photo. And here the father is helping the child to ride cycle. So let's join it to the father. So this is the way you have to do this. And I'm sure even you all will be helping each other at home. In what ways? Look at these pictures. What work is in progress in these pictures? Tell who is helping whom. The first one, What's happening in this picture? The mother is cooking, and who's helping her? The father. The wife is cooking, the husband is helping. So it's your mother who's cooking and your father is helping her. Here the sister is planting a rose plant. The brother is helping by watering the plant. So this is how you children also to be helpful. This is what the next picture says. How, in what way you are all helpful to your people or family members at home. So when your mother goes for shopping, here it says, see, put tick mark for the work which you help. Okay, so it's not that it's in the picture and you just have to tick only that work which you children will do at home, okay, with your family members. If the mother is going for shopping and a son helps her in carrying the vegetable baskets. So do you all do that? When your mother goes to buy vegetables, or when your father goes to buy vegetables, your grandmother might go to buy vegetables, do you all go with her and help her to carry the bag? If yes, then put the tick mark. If you all don't do it, then don't put the tick mark. In the next picture, the sister is cleaning the tables and everything, and the brother is helping sweeping the floor. So they're helping each other in keeping the house clean. If your children are doing that work at home, helping your parents keeping the house clean and tidy, please put the tick mark. If not, start doing it. Okay? And in the next picture, the lady helping the old grandmother to walk, because she's already using the stick and she's finding difficult to walk. So do you all do that? Do you all help people who are not able to walk? They might be hurt and they are not able to walk, they're limping, you'll give hand and help them to walk. Or an old father, grandfather, grandmother, you all might help somebody cross the road. You know, your grandparents, you'll hold their hands and walk. If you're doing that, please put a tick mark. In the next picture, the grandmother is waiting and the granddaughter is giving her the medicines to have. So I want you all to do, if your parents or grandparents were sick and they have to take medicines regularly, you all can help them taking the medicines, remind them that they have to take medicines, and you all can give them. So this is what this girl is doing. If you all are doing it, put the tick mark. If not, you all have to practice this good work at home, helping each other. Look at these pictures. Draw a line to the work you do. One is done for you. So this is the pictures what you all do or don't do at home. If you are doing at home, please draw the lines. If you all don't do, you don't have to. You can still draw. Okay, so this is the two children, and then whatever the household work at home, so draw the lines if you're doing it. Mark on the work, put a tick mark on the work you do in the school. Now all this while we were talking about the work which you all can do at home and which you all are doing at home, helping your family members. Now we come to school. At school, what you all do, what you all can do, what you all cannot do. So what do we do here? The pictures say arranging books in the classroom. So you all can help your teacher to arrange the books neatly instead of scattering and throwing here and there. You can help your teacher arrange the books in the shelf. You all can help in watering the plants. You all can help in decorating the classroom during the festival time. And if something is written on the board, if teacher has to come and write, you all can help in erasing her, giving her the chalk piece, and then you all can sit and study, which is more important, right? So you all sit and study. So take all that which you all do. Okay. Then this question says, with whom do you eat in the school? At home we sit and eat with our parents and family members. In school, at school we sit with our friends and have and eat, right? We have a lunch, we have a break time. With whom we sit and eat? With whom do we play at school? We play and eat with our friends. And at home, name the friends near your house. Now you might have friends also near your house, right? It's not only at school. So in your neighborhood, who are all your friends? You all can make a list of the names of your friends whom you play with. The last page of the lesson, sing and enjoy. You are young, we are friends. We go to school together, we learn together. we play together, we work together, and love one another. So at school and in your neighborhood, near your house, you all have friends. So you have to play together, eat together, learn together, love each other, and be good to each other and help each other. There'll be small fights, that's fine, but do not hurt each other. No violence, no physical fight. You'll talk. If you're not okay, sit and sort it out. If you're not okay with each one's idea, but then they are your friends, right? Make good friends, choose your friend, be in good company. This is what we'll be learning. I will draw the family tree for you all. I want you to draw it in your classwork book. Okay, children? So children, this is called the family tree. I've just drawn in the white chalk. I want you all to draw neatly. Use your color pencil to color the green, the tree in green and the trunk of the tree brown. Make it nice and colorful. So in this we have the father and the mother. So let's start from the father and mother. So we have brothers and sisters, right? That will be your sons and the daughters. So this will be the children of the father and mother. That's our parents. Then the father's parents. The father's father will be your grandfather. Father's mother will be your grandmother. Similarly, the mother will have her father and mother, right? So mother's father will be grandfather. Mother's mother is also called your grandmother. So this is how the family tree grows. So this will be your parents, father and mother, your siblings, brother, sister, and how are their grandparents related? The father's parents will be your grandparents. The mother's parents will be your grandparents. So I want you all to draw this family tree in your notebook and send it to me. I will send the notes to you all later. Okay? So have a good day. Have a good family time. Enjoy yourself. Bye.